Viewers, the cycle of violence continues unabated in Bengal. In the last 2 days, 3 BJP leaders have been attacked in North Bengal. These included BJP MP Khagen Murmu and BJP MLA Shankar Ghosh yesterday and BJP MLA Manoj Urao today. Why did they invite assailants ire is the question. Their crime was that they were distributing relief material to flood victims in North Bengal's Alipurdwar and Jalpaiguri. Manoj Urao was one of the victims. I spoke with him soon after the attack happened today. He told your channel viewers that TMC workers attacked him and his supporters, which included, by the way, some women as well. They were heckled, beaten and then had to be rushed to the hospital. Next, the attacks were brutal. So ferocious was the attack on BJP MP Khagen Murmu yesterday that as per doctors, he can even lose his vision due to injury close to his eyes. Can you believe it? However, Mamata Banerjee, the West Bengal Chief Minister, met Khagen today and said there's nothing serious. By the way, she did not meet Shankar Ghosh, the MLA who was also attacked yesterday. Viewers, I want you to pay attention to what I'm going to say right now. 27 people have lost their lives. Thousands displaced due to floods and landslides, and they await relief. You know, disasters bring people together. Even opponents join hands to provide relief to the hapless victims of disasters. But in Bengal, the needy can't be assisted by those who are the state government or ruling party's political rivals. In Bengal, even flood relief has become a ground for political blame game. BJP has accused the TMC of orchestrating the attack. TMC calls it locals venting their anger on the BJP. BJP calls it Jungle Raj under TMC, while ruling TMC calls it photo optics. You know, Prime Minister Narendra Modi condemned the TMC over law and order, calling the attack on BJP MP and Siliguri MLA appalling. Mamata Banerjee accused him of politicizing a natural disaster and criticizes unverified allegations. So I want to ask tonight if indeed this is anger of locals as claimed by the TMC, isn't law and order a state subject? Should providing relief to disaster victims invite violence? Should politics sink to such levels?
कोई फ्लैट का एरिया में पुलिस चलिए गाड़ी लेके चला जाए तो एक जनता को दुख होता है. पॉलिटिक्स करने के लिए समुदाय में नहीं जाने चाहते हैं. कोई सीरियस कुछ नहीं है. I have received a doctor's report and everything that he is in observation because he is having the diabetes. उनका डायबिटिक ज्यादा है, इसीलिए डायबिटिस कंट्रोल करना पड़ता है ना.
I'm joined on the debate this evening by Ratan Sharda, who is an author, Tuhin Sinha, National Spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, Tauseefur Rahman, National Spokesperson of the Trinamool Congress, Advocate Nikhil Jain, who is a political analyst. Now, Tauseefur Rahman, I want to begin this discussion with you. If indeed TMC believes that it's just the anger of locals that we are witnessing on BJP Netas day after day, isn't law and order a state subject?
Good evening, everyone. Well, I will start by the way, who was there to provide relief? Why don't you ask once to the BJP leaders, was there a plan of action from the central to provide to the state? But anyways, nevertheless, when a natural disaster occurs, anger arises among the people because in such disaster, ma'am, people lose everything. It is natural for people to feel disappointment, sadness, anger after losing their home, food and necessary documents. At that time, we should remain calm. We should keep a cool head and handle the entire situation, ma'am. This was the administration has tried to do. Trinamool Congress condemns all violence. I repeat myself, all violence. The attack on the relief workers. I hope you know that. The attack on the relief workers during a natural disaster is unacceptable. Our Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has shown humanity by visiting the injured BJP MP. The Nagra Kata incident reflects local anger and it's not a political violence, ma'am. I mean, if you want to gain an exploitation of disaster of political gain, BJP leaders arrived without informing the authorities. This was the biggest question. That वो लोग जब वहां पर गए तो किसी को बताया क्यों नहीं? No. BJP leaders arrived without informing the authorities, disrupting the relief efforts. This was political theatre, not genuine help, man. Okay. So you have to understand, this looks like a Bollywood shoot. Like someone, Karun Johar was there and he wanted to do some shooting कि हाँ भैया देखो हम कितना आटा चावल दे रहे हैं. But where was the relief? Why he was there? I'm not saying I'm not saying that he was from North Malda or Siliguri, why he was there. Even a person from BJP or Congress can visit from Gujarat as well. We are not stopping it. The BJP has systematically deprived Bengal by blocking funds for welfare schemes. Prime Minister Modi, baseless accusations against All India Trinamool Congress before investigation undermine due process and constitutional values.
Okay.
The BJP agenda, ma'am, the BJP agenda aims to divide Bengal and not to unite Bengal.
Okay.
You say that he was attacked. We are very sorry for that. But Trinamool Congress was involved. What proofs do you have? But if you want to say the local people are becoming terrorists, and some leaders...
You know, I
BJP
myself spoke with the BJP MLA Manoj this afternoon after him and, you know, his supporters, of course, who were with him were attacked. And he himself told me that it was TMC cadre. He has proof,
No.
he has videos as well. I mean, you are trying to say that, you know, it's the local people there. And I asked a very simple question because right now the focus ideally should have been to help the people who need help right now, the victims of floods and landslides. But unfortunately, there's blame game that's happening. Tuhin Sinha wants to respond. I'll then come back to you if I have time. Yes.
You know, Heena, I am absolutely shocked at the gall of the TMC representative over here who calls these attempted murders a Karan Johar movie shoot. Did you hear that?
Yes.
I mean, to what extent of depravity, monstrosity, perversity will the TMC fall? In the past, we have seen TMC workers, you know, attack our workers, attack people simply because they voted for BJP in the past. In the past, we have seen TMC workers attacking Hindus for celebrating Ram Navami. But here, mind you, the attacks have taken place because the state government was not acting even after the floods, and it were BJP MP, it were a BJP MLA who decided to go all out and help the flood victims. And therefore, the state government decided to, or the workers of TMC decided to attack them. Now, he's asking, how do we know TMC? In the past, there have been umpteen instances where the different courts of this country have indicted TMC workers for involvement in violence. Wait for a few more weeks, you will see the courts indicting TMC workers over here. But what hurts me is that, you know, the MP of BJP, Khagen Murmu, might lose his eyesight. These people are absolutely not bothered. And that is what sometimes gives me the impression that some of these workers of TMC act like a terror outfit, you know, disguised as a political party. Today they must apologize to the state, they must apologize to the country. Instead they are brazening it out over here.
Ratan Sharda, you know, relief garib ki madad ke liye hota hai. We have seen so many disasters, natural disasters across India for so many years. We've never ever seen relief providers being beaten up like this.
Exactly, Heena. That is a point that you actually spoke out. The excuse that they were attacked because XYZ, they were not told. I have not seen anywhere in India. We Indians are very sensitive. We Indians are very sensible. In the worst kind of disaster, no relief worker has ever been attacked. Nobody has been attacked. Forget relief worker, nobody. And the way these people cynically talk about, remember how they talked about molestation of women, how they talked about violence, and they would cut a joke out of it till High Court came down heavily on them and forced them to make SIT work for the people. Now, it is also in a very cynical way, I would say, it's good that BJP leaders got beaten up. BJP leaders nearly lost their lives because at least it makes a news now. For years together, the TMC is running havoc. Last two, I have been there for last two assembly elections, two Lok Sabha elections. Every election year, before election, women were made to rub their nose in the soil, seeking forgiveness for supporting BJP. Ponds were poisoned, people's huts were broken, the shops were looted. There was violence, people, the BJP workers hanging on the tree. All that happened. It is not something new. The Bengal has become a violent place, and to blame this on some poor citizens is purely balderdash, and they are just trying to, as cynical they always were. I think it needs much more serious thought. I hope now at least people will awaken that what happens to normal BJP worker. They have suffered worst. And for them, they have to go to High Court and get some kind of relief. These people don't give a relief. They come on TV and cut jokes.
Right.
Mamata Banerjee sings in the bhajans and doesn't go for relief.
Advocate Nikhil Jain, during I.N.D.I.A tragedy, even RSS workers provided relief, but the ruling party men didn't beat them up. There was no such instance there.
Heena, any incident of violence is absolutely condemnable. Those people should be prosecuted. They should be tried and put behind bars. Now, I don't know whether those people were TMC workers or not. The TMC claims that they weren't. The BJP claims that they were. I think it is a matter of investigation, and a strong investigation needs to be done. But my important question here is that BJP MPs and MLAs were there on the ground supposedly distributing relief material. What is the BJP-run union government doing? Have they doled out anything as a disaster relief package? I don't see anything. I don't think they did that in Punjab either. I don't think they do that pretty much anywhere when it's an opposition ruled state. Those are the bigger questions that we need to ask. And of course these people should be tried. There is absolutely no condemnation for that. This is a horrid attack. That is not what should happen. I'm also of course reminded of the attack on Graham Bell. Grandstein, I think, the gentleman who was helping out leprosy patients in the 90s in Odisha, who was burnt alive along with his children and wife by a mob led by somebody who is now a BJP sitting member of parliament. So any sort of attack like that is condemnable, and I will not stand for anybody who engages in anything like that.
Tausifur Rahman, you know, there are several states where we have seen political parties in the opposition carrying out the relief work, but we have not seen what we saw in North Bengal in the last 2 days. Even if there are people who are locals, as you are claiming, shouldn't action be taken against these people? I mean, you said that violence is not justified. So what are you doing to stop it?
Heena ji, absolutely. Even if they are from Trinamool Congress, they will be grinded. And I'm telling you on national television, Mamata Banerjee has specifically cleared that Trinamool Congress or the local people, doesn't matter. Action will be taken and they will be prosecuted. There's no way. But, you know, Tuhin said that what is the fault of the people? They voted for BJP. Of course, they voted for BJP. What did the BJP did for them? They were unheard. They were deprived. North Bengal is very much carried and taken care by BJP, but just for namesake, just for words, they're not being taken care. The Darjeeling MP is Raju Bista. He's incompetent.
All of
He's
that
not
is
reliable.
fine. We've been hearing these arguments since yesterday. But the point really is that if you are serious about maintaining law and order in the state of West Bengal, then after the attacks that happened today, I mean, this attack on third BJP leader wouldn't have really happened if you were really serious about maintaining law and order. That's my limited point there, and I'd like to leave it there. I'm completely out of time. We really hope that perhaps tomorrow the focus is more going to be on the relief work than the blame game, and hopefully there'll be no more attacks on anybody who is indulging in providing relief and assistance. Thank you very much, all of you, for joining us.